Well, good morning, everyone. Um, trying to be organized today, not doing super well. I mean, still drinking coffee for heaven's sake. It's noon, late morning, 'cause it's Sunday. Feel good. I already made a huge mess of my brand new palette. What a mess. Um, well, today's my long stream day. Kind of excited. I like the long stream days. I really want to finish this little guy up today. Maybe start on this little one, hopefully. I am not super thrilled with how this little guy's turning out. I think he's just so small. I think that it's just really hard to get the detail in there. Oh my gosh, we're doing that again, aren't we? It's the dumb thing. Well, let's see. I don't think I'm going to want to use this paintbrush for what I'm going to be doing here. I do need to get a grip on my stuff. That's not what I need either. I have these little containers of things. I just need the right one. I need to add a little bit more water to that. This is a little bit big for what I'm wanting to do. We'll see how it works. Really want to really light. Maybe I need a little bit more of that. A little bit more color in there. Pull on that a little bit. Need it to dry. It's a little too wet for what I need. Trying to get that little wet blend effect going on. So
I'm reminding you, wash Nicole's uniform.
Alexa, stop. I forgot. I was going to have that reminder coming up. Middle of the day. All right. I like how that turned out. I'm going to do the other side now. Whole up and down. Get a little bit more color in there. Try to here blend it into that was a bit of a bloody effect, like he just murdered somebody. All right, it's good. It's really good. Okay, I think I might. So I just got my brand new. Oh, that's embarrassing. I know, right? Why I have Alexa? I need to keep better track of like when I set my reminders on Alexa on Sundays. Yay. Always with the murder. Yeah, it's a theme. It's a verbal theme in my life. No talk. No talk, no action. But you never know. Those around me better stay on their toes. Alright. Let's try this. Oh, I messed up already. A little too much, I think. No. Went crazy. I thought you said bark whore. Something to your bite. I'm like, no, I'm not a bark whore. What does that even mean? You're crazy. Oh, shoot. Screwed that up, really. Wrong brush for this. Did a little shaking this morning. I did eat, though. Something. I ate cardboard again today. Kind of like the little cardboard there. Kind of liking having the cardboard around. I put peanut butter on it today so that I could actually get some protein out of the cardboard. It was, I don't know, kind of delightful. No, it wasn't. It was just cardboard. But it's convenient cardboard. Gosh dang it. Like, static. My brushes. Okay. Look, I got my new little palette. I'm so excited. It's so great because, like, it's not so high. It's not like 12 inches high, so I'm, like, reaching down into a bucket to get my colors out. I didn't even think about that, you know? I love this thing. I mean, I did definitely try the DIY. It worked for a while, but some things are just better. But I've seen, like, some other people using these little blocks, which are pretty great and super inexpensive and kind of amazing. So, not feeling too ghetto with my little setup now. Although I am worried about the quality of my picture. I can't even see that. What's happening? So, oh, I got distracted. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, the other side did not really turn out super great. Not enough contrast here. Go really dark, I think. Whoops. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. I messed with it this morning trying to figure out, like, fixed a little bit of the contrast and some other things because I want the detail to be fine. And I think the camera's okay where it is after I've been looking at it a little bit more. Yeah, I think it's okay. I have been thinking about doing the face cam. Although today, it's funny, my hair was kind of getting in my eyes a little bit, so I stuck my hair up and I look like such a teenager with my like little pink, I've got a pink scrunchie just holding my hair like out of my face. It's super cute. All right. I need to do something with this snake. He's just too sneaky. No, I don't know what that means. Not sneaky. What am I trying to say? He's just like too... he's too dull. He's like dull snake. He's like Bob. He's snake, Bob the snake. He needs... Sure wish I knew what he needed. I'm just... I don't know. Like, I want to... I know what I want. I'm trying to, like... I think I know what I want. I'm just not 100% sure. Like, I've painted it a few times, this snake, and it just never really seems to, like... He's not speaking to me. So I'm going to try something. My paint is fairly watered down for this. I'm not sure about the quality of this little miniature. I just don't know about it. The, like his hand right here, I don't know if you can see this. There is like this weird little bump right on top of his hand. Like, so he's got this cuff that comes down, and then his hand is like gripping the staff. Babe, if you're still there, what the frickin' heck is the name of this staff again? And also, but I don't know what that little bump is on top of his hand, like if it's part of the cuff, because it really looks like the cuff ends. And he doesn't have one of these bumps on this hand, but this hand looks like somebody was chewing on it, which is really weird. And I didn't really sand that much. I mean, I didn't actually sand his hand much, so that's not my fault. That's how it came out. So I'm a little annoyed with that. But I do like what I'm doing with this snake. Quarterstaff. Is that what you called it before when you were here the other day? Like, oh my God. My paint, like, oh my God, it like, shit. it bled, and like, I didn't let it dry long enough on this side, and it like went down into the snake's mouth, and it looked like the snake was bleeding out of its mouth. That's terrible. I'm glad I noticed that. It was, oh my gosh, that's terrible. Oh, I should have let it dry. Oh God, I really need to find my heat gun. I know right where it's at. I like never go upstairs. I really need somebody like knock me out and remind me later. Alexa, remind me at 6 p.m. to get my heat gun.
Okay, Amy, I'll remind you at 6 p.m.
Oh my gosh, that's a good idea. All right, well, I lost my kind of like, I love how it looks like that on this side, but the other side is like, bleh. All right. Oh, geez, what a nightmare. Okay, I do like how that turned out, though, so I'm going to do it again. Up here, kind of gave the snake a little bit more like, I'm just not a flat creature. So I was listening to this podcast the other day. I don't even know. All right, it's called Ologies, and my friend, I spent a few days with my friend, and she listens to this podcast a lot, and it just seemed like every 4 seconds she's like, oh, and on Ologies they were talking about da da da, and finally I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna have to listen to this podcast. So I have, and I don't know, I'm not sure about it, but anyway, so I get really lazy on my commute in the morning sometimes, and I was listening to the news, and then the Ologies podcast came on, and this one was about possums, okay? But the whole thing was about so the podcast was about the ology of possums, okay? And the first thing that they were talking about, well, and the woman who does the podcast, she's a little bit of a crazy person, but I think you have to, sometimes, especially when you decide that you're going to talk about possums on your podcast. Anyway, so her first question is like, all right, is it opossum or is it possum? She's like, everybody wants to know. And I'm thinking, I mean, she's kind of right. Like, whenever you say possum, you're like, did I just say it right? Anyway, either way is right. I'm telling you, I'm educating you now. Either way is correct. But we, as Americans, like we do, we've created possum because we're lazy, and also because we're insecure, and we're like, oh, possum sounds really weird, so we're just going to say possum and hope it's all right. So basically, that's what happened with possums, but it's not really opossum, it's a possum, like a possum. So there you go. There's your ology education for the day. I know you were super excited about that. I'm going to bring more ology information to you in the future if I can. I don't know. Not really sure if I can keep getting into it. It's pretty funny. So, but no, so a possum is an actual like Native American name of, I'm not sure if it's a tribe or whatever, but possums are the only marsupial that lives in North or South America. And when they were first discovered here by, the first discoverers, I just put my paintbrush in my mouth. Don't tell anybody. They were like, oh, and they were somewhat in the vicinity of this opossum tribe or whatever, and yeah, so they're like, oh, this marsupial is now named opossum, which then was shortened not long after. So there you go. I mean, maybe I got it wrong, but I mean, I was a little interested in that just because that's actually what they named the podcast too. Is it Opossum or Possum? And I'm like, I'm gonna do this again. Try not to get a. Oh, that's not even the right side. It was this side, huh? Oh God, naughty thought. That's weird. That's weird. I never thought you thought that kind of stuff. Whoa, that's some serious blood there. I don't want that much water. Okay. It seems like whenever I listen to podcasts, or often, it's by accident because I'm like too lazy to turn it off because I listen to this. It's called The Newsworthy. It's with Jessica Mandy? No, it's yeah, I think it's Jessica Mandy. It's The Newsworthy with Jessica Mandy. Anyway, I love that show. It's like news in like 10 minutes. She hits all the like topics. And then it's every single day, except I think like the weekend. And you hit all the topics pretty much in like just a few minutes. And then I just lazy and I just let it continue. Moving on to the next, one in my thing. So anyway, I want to, like, some of the topics of that ologies are just really, really, okay, so let's see. Alie Ward is who I want to see, like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do podcasts. Anyway, ologies with Alie Ward. That's really funny. It's called Opossumology. All right. Time to do things. What am I doing? What needs done? I think I'm going to just do like a general wash over this quarterstaff. Hopefully I don't cover up all my good stuff. I think I'll do a little snake too. And then I think I'm going to be done with this guy because I need to glue some moss onto his, base. But he's just so tiny. I'm just, I don't really I feel like I can really get like the high. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really good at this yet. Need to put the lid back on that. Where's the lid for that? Lid. Oh, next to paint is this one. I'm gonna do that one. You can't see that. That one. I've already primed that little one. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Well, at least the snake's looking more snaky and not just weird. All right. I need better glasses or something. I cannot. Like, I'm too old for this. My eyes started failing me at 6. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. Palette is way too far away. My arms are not long. What was I gonna do with this? I keep forgetting. I have like the worst memory. I'm not getting too old for this. Did I say shit? God, I can't say those words. I'm supposed to say those words. Ah, just too much. I'm trying so hard to be really light. Why does it come out so much? It's so dumb. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to be so like light with it, and it just like spills out like I just peed all over the place or something. Shh! Stop talking like that. Okay, I'm going so light. I'm trying to be so light. If I wasn't shaking so bad, dang it. So light, just barely touch it. Am I even touching it at all? I'm trying so hard to be really light with it, and I just suck at that. Like, I'm not even sure anything's even coming out. I'm not sure I really ever watched Lethal Weapon. Okay, here we go again. Let's try this again. I don't even have enough paint on my brush. That's the problem. It's either too much or not enough or whatever. Here we go. Here we go again. See, when it comes out too much like that, it won't blend and it just looks like crap. All right. I'm going to try something else. Maybe a little less water. Okay, watercoloring is hard, but I think it's easier than this. Bleh, that looks like crap. Could be worse though. Except look, like, so this didn't blend right. I mean, I put that down, it was barely on. That's what's great about watercolors. I can just come in and just like, bleh. I don't know. I've been told you can fix anything. I guess you can, because you could just paint right over it, but I can't put that on when it's wet. Maybe I could. Let's try it. Put a little on when it's still wet. All right. Maybe that's better. Put a little bit on when it's still wet. A little. All right. Okay. All right. Now I need to come in and lightly do this one. All right. Okay. Fix that mossy stuff at the bottom later. Not even in the picture, jeez. I mean, it could have turned out a lot worse. Okay, we're gonna pull him off in places that aren't wet. Pull him off, stick him on the shelf with my other ones. All right, now I'm gonna, let me see, so I have the packaging for this little girl. I like to just see what they had in mind. I don't know if I even still have it. I'm feeling like I need to be a little more organized. This one, this is, oh yeah, okay, here it is. So, let's turn it this way so you can see. Now I can't see. Okay, it is, oh right, this was my Reaper. Is this the one? No, yeah, this is the Reaper miniature that I bought. And she's not painted on here, so I'm gonna have to invent. So what I noticed about this miniature is that there was really very little to actually have to like prep, which was really nice. The one I just finished, the first couple were messy. Like I had to really do a lot of sanding on them and, you know, stuff like that. But this one was pretty, I mean, I did a tiny bit, but not much at all. So, all right. So I need to really figure out what I'm gonna. She's so small. I'm not really sure what all these little things are that are hanging off of her. So she's got a shovel, and she's got. I mean, what is all this stuff? I just can't even. Maybe that's a key. Maybe. Is that a key? Oh, well, this picture helps me a lot. Look, because there's a little more definition, a little more contrast on this. So I'm going to try to hold it still. So you can see that what I thought was a key is actually a bone. And then the other thing under it is like a thermos, which she probably puts Kool-Aid in. So there's roses on her shovel. There's skulls on her Kool-Aid thermos. Looks like I need to do some sanding on the thermos. There's leather thongs on the bone. She has something else. What's that on the other side? A bottle of some type on the other side. This thing right here, it looks like that's some kind of like, oh, you've got glare, serious glare. There's a bottle right there. I mean, what would she be putting in that thermos? I mean, she's putting her gin tonic in there. How about her gin and 7-Up? My drink, right? Let's see. Not really sure what that is, but anyway, she's got some crazy eyes, that's for sure. I mean, they're like, look at those eyes. Can you see that? They're like elf eyes almost. Booze. Booze! Yeah, well, I mean, come on. They're really not going to be drinking Kool-Aid. Now, I need to find my little piece of sandpaper and figure out what the heck's going on with the thermos. Because there's just a little bit too much there that shouldn't be there like this. The little bit of sanding I've done on her, though, it's not it really doesn't like it. Maybe I should be doing something else with it. But I don't want these lines in here, so it's gotta go. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I should be on for another probably hour and a half or so, depending. So have a great dinner. All right. Let's see what that looks like when I just not loving that. Maybe my sandpaper's fine, I'm thinking. Man, I don't like how that turned out. I need to verify what type of sandpaper I'm using because it doesn't say on here. Why wouldn't? Yeah, it's fine. It's a fine paper. Annoying. Anyway. I'm just putting some water over to see, or to get rid of the the little filaments and see what it's looking like. See if I need to do any more. I just don't want it to be rough under the paint like that. But this right here does not belong here. This needs to go. Wait a minute. No, that doesn't need to go. That needs to stay. Well, it's going to stay then. All right. Okay. Well, I'm thinking like a, well, I always struggle trying to figure out what colors for these like gowns and things, But I'm thinking like a dark purple, almost black on her. Don't know. And then this sash. All right, I'm gonna have to get some colors. I'm not sure if I have a decent purple. What I don't have is magenta. It sucks. I'm gonna have to get magenta so I can make decent purples. Why don't I have any of that? Dumb. Oh well. Okay. Son of a. All right, let's make a different color purple. I don't want to use this. I want to use something else to mix these with. I think I just tore through my paper. Maybe that I shouldn't be using this. Maybe it just tears through my paper, which means my paper's not super thick, strong. Maybe I need to use different paper than what came with this. I don't want to use my good paintbrush for this though. Oh, that's better. I like that color. That's a good color. Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's get a base coat on her in the use a different, the bigger brush a little bit maybe. Get some water in there so it's not too thick. Don't want it to look gunky. Wow. All right, here we go. So this is first coat of many. Looks like I primed this with something new that I found, and you know, if you have a good primer that you really like, I've used some sprays. Discovered why I'm not probably the biggest fan of sprays. I think they're probably good for bigger figures where you can control where the spray goes a little bit better. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure like I just ruined one of my figures that way. I probably could get it off, but like it seems like a lot of work. But this other one that I found, it's just a paint-on one. It's so far I seem to like it. Like it helps, you know, the paint to adhere, where I was having that problem before with paint just like beating up on these miniatures that were supposedly primed already, which was dumb. You know, I'm like, okay, thinking that's a positive, and then, you know, your paint won't stick, and I don't know. So what I'm doing is with these miniatures, because I'm still kind of a beginner, is I didn't want to invest in like a shit ton of paint at this point. So when I start a new miniature, I kind of look at it. Well, I mean, so except for today because I didn't anticipate very well. But I kind of look at it and try to figure out like what I want to paint, and then I'll go buy a few of those colors. I've been buying, I think they're the game colors for now. But the local game store here doesn't really have I mean, they've got a huge display, but I'd say most of them are missing. So I was watching Reaper Miniatures. I can't remember what her name is, but anyway, look her up. She's great. If you're not, she was talking the other day about how she has been mixing paints for Reaper for a long time, like years, and talking about the different paints and the mixing and stuff, and so and how there's a couple especially like her white paint, that just like blends like no other. And I have been, like you saw earlier, have been having kind of a hard time with the white, with the white blending. It just sucks. God, it just sucks. So I think I'm certainly gonna get on there and pick that up. And I'm glad I'm talking about it because I almost forgot about it. But like, I really want to try that. And I think I'm just gonna like pick up a few of those other colors. Pick up a few colors from them just to see, because right now I'm just using some. I mean, I have so much paint. Like that's my gig. Like I love to paint, so I've got a ton of acrylic paints around. So I'm using them. I'm trying to just use them, and then as I go, like pick up paints that are designed more for this. So, and I have noticed that. So like this one's a game color, that one, this one. I think the black, and the other ones are just regular acrylics, and they need more water. They don't cover quite as well. I mean, they're okay. They're just, I've found some of these other ones to cover just a little bit better. And I don't know about the washes. I haven't bought any washes yet. I bought the medium, this Citadel medium that I've been using to make my washes. So it's a sexy unicorn there, by the way, my dear. So probably need to go back into her video and remember what that white is called, because it was something in particular, and I wasn't able to write it down because I was doing something else. So weird. Dude, that's hard to get to right there. I need to get a magnifying. If I'm going to paint these little tiny, I need to get those magnifying like eyeballs. So this is not the right color. This is way lighter. This is more of a lavender. So my next layer is going to be darker, much darker. I'll have to rely on like a lot of other tones to get the right shade of this. This is just not what I was shooting for. It looks good on the palette, but not on her. I don't know I can't really tell what this is down here. Like, I'm just insecure about, like, I feel like I need to decide what that is before I decide what to paint it. Devandra Lucretia. Devandra Lucretia. All right. I need to YouTube this a little so I can, Google it a little so maybe I can get a better idea as to what I'm dealing with down here, because I cannot see this. All right. I feel like I've got most of this dress spaced in, at least the first coat. Okay. I need one of those, like, my dad had a pair of, like, head clampy magnifying glasses, like they went, I think he used them when he was, like, working on building computers and stuff when he got a little older. I don't know where you get those. But, I mean, for painting these little ones, like, some of the other ones that were a little bigger were not so hard to see. But, like, even just with these, like, readers that I've got on, they're just not quite cutting it for some of this really small stuff. I saw this YouTube title. I didn't watch it because I kind of thought the whole idea was kind of dumb. But, there was, like, the title of the YouTube was, like, if you wear those magnifiers, like, is it cheating? Like, I'm like, what the hell? Why would that be cheating? I mean, it's not about your eyes. Like, it's not like you're using some kind of, like, I don't know, I just thought it was funny. Like, what is being able to see them better got anything to do with your skill level? Or, I just thought, okay, so this is just for, like, people that have great vision. I mean, get a life. Get over it. You think? Maybe? Well, it didn't get me. I didn't click on it. I was like, you're gay. I just said that on live. I'm sorry. I feel like I need to delete this now. Yeah. So damn silly. Also stupid. All right. What's happening with my brush? Yeah. All right. That is pretty based in, I think. Just needs to be darker. So we're gonna add some more black to this paint. I think I have a hole in my paper. Yeah, I do. Super. Well, still have my high school mouth on. Pretty bad. When am I gonna learn, right? All right. I have this base in. Let's see if I can get it a little bit darker this time. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it any darker. Oh, too much water. All right. So I can always come at it with, you know, more the shading and things like the glazing and stuff like that to get the color, but I really was hoping to get like a good base color in here first. I like using this one little tiny block. It's like a lot easier to manipulate, and also I don't have to hold this in my hand, which is nice. It's a little easier to manage. This is a little bit more of the color I'm looking for anyway, so it's good. Need more paint here. I mean, I'm really just running out of paint. All right, here we go. Keep going. I've been really excited to do this particular miniature. I haven't done one like this before, with just like, you know, except for that one I just finished that was really small. This one's got, you know, girl features, a face that I can actually work with, not so small that I can't see her. I think she's cute. All right. Goodness, that small. Get in there. Okay. Oh, I need to do that little thing right here. Let's do it like this. I think this will be easier. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. That's good. I like this. I like this dark color. It'd be really, really nice to, I don't think I did this part, did I? I'm thinking I got up here and in here. It's funny. Okay. Ooh, I like that. I like that dark. How is this mounting? Like, I'm not liking the sound of that. Okay. Okay, so now, I actually think this cowl is going to be in purple too, right? This right here. Just noticing it now. Could be wrong, but taking creative license here. I got purple in her hair. No, we're not doing purple hair. Not today. Shoot. Rookie mistakes. Okay. Let's see. We mix this color with some of this. Let's try that again. And then this. That'll be a good base color for her hair. We're going to really highlight it with this darker color, the contrast and stuff to it. He's embarrassing me. Okay, more water. Oops. Okay. I put a little bit too much water in that, so it kind of turned into a turned into a wash. Okay. I feel like she's got this braid. Where does it go? Go all the way down? Where does it go to? Okay, can you see it in this picture here? This might be the end of it here. Oh my gosh. My ferocious dog. I don't like this particular color for her hair, but it's definitely going to have, I'm going to put lots of different colors in this, but this is just like initial thing. Is it hard for you to see the braid? Is that what you're saying is hard to see, or is it just hard to see what I'm painting? So this color that I used to blend into that color, so this color is, what is that color? I got up earlier to mess with my paints and like put them back up on the shelf, and I drug my my pants and my sweatshirt through my entire palette. This paint is not the easiest to come out if it dries at all. I was like in the bathtub, like with my clothes, just like trying to get all the paint out. It was horrible. Okay, so this color is heavy ochre, which is good. Like that's, but this one is flesh colored. So I'm probably going to use that also to do her face. She'll probably look kind of dead because that's, well, it's not this, it's that and that together for her hair, but I'm going to base in the details just of her face and stuff with this for now. You can probably see the difference in the color just on my finger. That one is the hair and this one is going to be the skin. So we'll just get that in a little bit. It's very, very white compared to the hair. But we'll come back with some pinker tones to the eyes. So right now she's going to look like a vampire maybe with this white skin. Do her hand, fingers. It doesn't look that white on the palette, but when it goes on here, I think it's just in contrast to the gray of the figure. Kind of funny. And then she's got her hand here. Put that down. All right. She probably has her thumb. Seems like her thumb would be opposing, right? You don't just hold a thing like that. Where's her thumb? All right. I guess it's against her body. Okay. Do this hand just a little bit more because I don't think I got it quite enough right up to her cuff here. And then underneath. Really rough. Okay. She also has a bit of skin showing on the back of her neck right here. Get that in. And I think that's all for her skin. All right. So I think I'm gonna get that silver. I'll use that in a minute. Mixing paint for the staff of the shovel at this point. And I don't like that brown. It's too brown, and this leather color is too green. So mix them together, and it might make a decent color for the shovel staff. I mean, it's still a little bit green. Let's just base it in and see what it looks like. I mean, that's okay. It'll give me room to mess with it later. It's okay. Yeah, that's all right. So just paste that in quickly. There's some real good detail on this. You probably cannot see it, but when I do a wash on it later, it'll really pull out some of that detail nice. And on the on the face of this shovel is some really nice texture as well, which is nice. You don't, I mean, it's just kind of boring if it's just super flat. Okay. Just getting underneath, trying to get all surfaces of this little thing here. This looks like it's wrapped. So you might be able to see here. Is that in focus? Is that better? I'm trying to like see, get a good picture on that. That might be the best. So right here on the end of this shovel, this looks like it's wrapped in leather, like thong, and also the bone is wrapped also with leather thongs. And what else might be leather? Like maybe maybe the cuffs of her arm. I'm not really sure. This could be, but it looks way too like flimsy to be leather, so I'm probably going to make it like something else. But you can see there's quite a bit of texture on her dress and stuff, so that's nice. The more texture, the better. So I'm going to paint those thongs in with that leather, this leather color, which I was pretty skeptical when I first, when I first put it down. I was like, that's not the color of leather, but it actually looks pretty decent. I mean, I kind of like it now. Too thin, and it's just ridiculous. Okay. And then this down here, it just seriously looks like some flowers. So I'm just going to base them in with like a light pink and then do a wash later with a darker pink to bring out the textures. So let's make a pink that we like. Can't actually have the paint too thin or else it just won't go on the right way. So I need to get an actual like consistency correction with less water. I still have water on my paintbrush. That's hard, you know, if you've got the consistency makes a big difference, it seems. So it's all right. Just as long as I'm trying to be really careful with my paintbrush too. I don't want to ruin it. That's a decent light pink. Yeah, that's good. That's good enough for what I'm doing for now. Definitely not going to stay that really cold color. See on the other side. Looks like it's held on with that leather again, so I'm going to have to fix that. I didn't notice that on the other side that it was leather, the little leather strap dongy majiggers. Okay, that's good. Coming along, getting it all based in. Get this other flower based in. It's kind of a terrible, you know, pink. That, what is that? Pepto pink. Lovely. Blood a little bit, but I don't like it. Right there. Take that out. Okay, come back with some leather color for the other strap on the back. That's good. Good, 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 good. I did think that maybe this was leather also. If I don't like it, I can always change it. But it kind of looked like that on the picture, the texture and stuff, compared to the other leather straps that are on there. Oh my God, I got it right in her hair, didn't I? I wonder if that's still wet, or when did I do that? Oh, it is still wet. Just trying to get that off. I mean, I can always paint over it, but it might be difficult. Well, actually, I'm not really super worried about that, 'cause I'm kind of going to be putting other colors in there anyway, so just leave it. It's not a huge crisis. Okay. Thank goodness I've got this picture. Kind of blows it up for me a little bit. So around the bone, I think I should probably paint the bone first, which is this little thingamajigger. And also, let's see. All right, let's get the bone in. That's too much paint. I need to use less paint for this. It's so small. maybe a little more water in it. Okay, so this is the basic shape of this bone here. It goes off to the side like that. It's just so tiny. All right, okay. Okay. All right, so there's leather straps throughout this that just kind of go across. I'm going to paint right over those for now. Because they're not super obvious right now. I did notice there was a Game Color Bone White I did not get. I feel like this is a decent alternative for now. I'll probably shade it a little bit with a little bit of tan or something, because no bones are like super white, like all the way white. Okay. Back it to the front. I feel like this is, get that. I don't know what that's all about. Okay. Okay. There's the bone. Okay. And then she's got a little purse here. It looks leather to me. So that's what I'm going to do, is do a little bit of leather pursage. But it's not all leather. I think what this, I think I would just put like some silver for the cross on it, and then the buckle is leather again, and so is the strap right here. Right there, and a little tiny, got too much water here. Strap that comes down right here like that, and then the side. Wow, that is something else. Okay. I'm noticing something here. I don't know. She's just holding a lot of things. So also she's got this little thing right here that's up above the purse. If I hold it like that, it's too much glare. Is it down here? Yeah. So right here, it looks like a microphone, but I'm quite certain that's not a microphone. But I'm not really sure what that is. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't have a clue in the world what that might be, or really what it would want to be painted like. So, yeah, all right. Just I mean, it's so little anyway. I'm not even really sure that it would matter what I painted it, because I don't even know you'd even be able to see it anyway. So, and then gonna paint this black. It's got a little face on it, which I'll do later. All right. I think this is part of her dress right here. I missed too much paint, too much water, and then in here. Now that I've got a little bit more of the detail done, it's easier to see where her dress is and where it's not. So I'm able to like get in there and pull in some of those details, like right here. But it was difficult to see before, which is good. It's really good. Okay. I think that's also part of her dress, is right here. But she has what I think is this leather thong that goes around her body in a few different places, and it helps keep her items secured to herself. So I think that's what's happening. At least that's my take. Where did it go? Oh, it's back here. So kind of, I feel like it goes wound around her waist a few times. This needs to be based in a little bit better. Another coat of this leather color. But not on the flowers, just on the leather. Okay, put leather on this other cuff here. Yeah, look, that's looking good. Okay, I'm gonna get a little more black paint. Where is my paint? Where is my black paint? And a little more purple. Well, I guess I've got enough purple right now. Yeah, I think I'm in good shape. It's just the black that I needed more of. Okay. I'm going to use the silver for now. Get a few things colored in. Too much. Nope, not enough. Okay. This might take a few coats. A couple of places I need to put this metallic in. One of them is on that purse where she's got the cross and stuff. And then right here. That's little tiny. I can't even really tell if I'm getting that right there. It's so small. Okay. Then I'm going to do the tops of this thermos thingy. And the bottom. Mainly because I don't know what other color those might be. Okay. Paintbrushes. Really not a great paintbrush anyway, but it's okay. Okay. All right. Like to clean up the details just a smidge here. A bit more bone color. I think I'm going to mix that bone color with the white, get a little bit more color into it. Yeah, I like that color. It's good. Super. All right. I like how this is coming along. Haven't hit the wall yet in terms of like when I'm sick of it and when I get to the point where I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate it. Everything I did was crap and I've got to throw it away. Because I always get to that. I always get to that place. Okay. Don't know. Oh, this is the back of her hood, which, let's see here. Okay. I'm going to definitely look into those magnifying Daily Whopper thingamajiggers because I can't see. I cannot see crap on these little guys. You know, I've painted a few that are a lot bigger and they are much easier to see. This one's just really hard. And I want so much to make it really, really great. But it's difficult if you can't see what it is that you're painting. So, whoops. Dropped my brush. Oh, I didn't even get any. All right. So I was reading on the news this morning that in Idaho, the morgues are overflowing. They're having to bring in, temporary containment units like trailers to house the bodies that are waiting to, be embalmed or cremated or whatever. There's just too many. And I also read that Idaho is the state with the highest number of non-vaccinated individuals, which is interesting. Everyone has their freedom to choose, but I'm just not feeling like that choice is good for, your mortality. I heard on the news that a lot of the western states are just, the hospitals are, just to the point where they're running out of resources and having to choose who to focus on. And the sickest are not getting focused on because, they're not viable. So sad. So I made a little comment earlier in my stream about, it was a little bit of a derogatory statement. I didn't mean to make it. I'm still trying to curb my language from high school. I'm of the generation that those kind of terms were like, you know, jerk or funny or whatever, just they were. But I am very sensitive to the community. I have a daughter who is of that community, which means I should even be more careful, and she's always getting upset at me, so I apologize. Not intentional. I would never do that I was instantly regretful, felt really insensitive, and I apologize for that. Very heartfelt. I apologize to anybody who I might have offended. All right. Put a little bit of complementary color here just to mix it up a little bit. I feel like this green would be really good on this bottle. There's a lot of water in this one though, so it's kind of hard to get the right consistency for this. Try to get a little bit more actual paint and not as much water. All right, I am going to do a gray on these tassels, pink. I think I want a little bit more white in there though. Get that based in. It's one of the only things I haven't actually based in is these tassels. So let's get those done. There's one. And two. I feel like that they need to be a little bit whiter. I put a little bit of white on the tips. more white on the tips. Trying to wet blend this white into the base of these tassels. Okay. All right, let's do this again. Do it down here. Okay. A little bit too much white right there. It's drying so fast, it's hard to get it on there right. get it look smooth and nice. There we go. So we've got the front part pretty much done. Stop blending. Okay, now we go to the back. I'm just doing a little bit at a time on the wet blending, just a little bit at a time. Okay, next part. Really just one more patch. So that dried a little bit gray on the bottom, which is really lovely. I like that a lot. Going up to a darker gray at the top. I can actually come in and do a little bit of a highlight on that edge of that sash. Just a little. How about a little bit more? Okay. Like that. And then maybe here. Yeah. Probably right there too might be nice. It might have been a little bit too much right there. Okay. All right. All right. Need to put the leather over the bone, which is right here. And also up closer to the front, which is right. There's one here and one there. There and there. Yep. That's it. Okay. This again, a little bit more. Well, hey, I am back. I think I'm going to have to get some of those magnifiers like you have. I mean, they are sexy as F, but I'm struggling here to see these little tiny things. This is really hard to see. Okay. Oh. I'm pretty happy with how this little thing is turning out, to be honest. If I could, if I didn't have this little thing to like show me more of the detail, I'd be like, what is that? I don't even know what that is. Pretty hard. But this is actually one of my favorites so far that I've painted. Done a few different techniques on it that I haven't really done before, and I'm pretty happy with how it's coming out. Oh, I bought a new palette because my other one, like, I needed to switch it out for something new, and so I got this container that had like 2.5-inch like sides. I couldn't even get into it. It was ridiculous. I don't know why I didn't think about the fact that like my arms are short. Couldn't get into it, so I'm pretty happy with this little thing. Except the papers are kind of thin. I've already torn through them a couple times. Maybe I'll just use like regular wax paper, parchment paper or something. I'm not sure. It only came with a few of them anyway, so. What do you got going on today? You're not streaming, I noticed. So I'm going to get these little bottle caps. I really had a problem with getting someone to buy my dinner. Sounds so bad. I didn't just say that out loud. God. Let's see. It's gonna come back. It was kind of a bony color. I am in New Hampshire for the weekend and heading home. Oh, well, I bet the colors up there are pretty nice. I live in the mountain area, and man, the mountains are just covered with all the beautiful colors right now. But it's still really nice. I mean, I live down in the valley, but right on the side of the mountain, and it's, and there's, so it's pleasantly warm. I'm pretty sure our community pool is still open, and yet, you can go on the drives through the mountains and see all the really nice colors. I have house cleaning to do. Yay, when I'm done with this, marshal my girls around and get them to clean up the house before they leave for the week back to their dad's. And I have a clean house and, lovely. Yeah, it's good and bad. I miss them, but also it's there's pros and cons, I guess. It was particularly difficult in the beginning, when I wasn't as used to it, like, oh, see ya. I'm, used to being in their lives every single day, and then all of a sudden I'm not seeing them for days. They don't need me. They don't need me nearly as much as they did in years past. So I comfort myself with that. Are you a parent? Everybody needs their mom. You're probably right. Her hair is so hard to see. Oh my gosh. I feel like I just keep doing it, keep complaining about the size of this. I better just get some of those little glasses. Not a parent. Well, I'm not sure I would probably have done it again, looking back. It's a lot of work. Love them, but it's a lot of work. Okay. So I've got everything based in pretty much. Now, and I did a little bit of wet blending. The more it dries, the more you can't see it. I mean, okay. Anyway, it kind of ended up like I did white down here and this deep purple, and then kind of blended them together, and it's okay. It ended up having a grayish effect at the ends, which is nice. I'm not going to complain about that too much. Could be worse. I try to be a great mom. Oh, my ex-husband was, he worked a lot, so I really had to do a lot for the kids when I was married to him. And since, that has been over, he's picked up a lot of slack. And I don't have to do as much as I was doing before, which is kind of funny because now, like, I have them half the time and I'm doing like hardly any of the work. I really actually feel like kind of a slacker. Also because they're older and I don't, they don't need as much, volunteering in the school and pack their lunch and, take them this and there, this place and there, because, my oldest is driving now, and so it's just weird. It's a weird place to be. Dude, I'm not even getting any paint off my brush at all. Ugh. What is your favorite paint? So I'm using these game colors. I'm gonna try some Reaper colors, especially they're white. But what do you use? Because I'm still transitioning from like my acrylics and trying to figure out like what I like. So paying attention to what people are using. Trying to decide where to invest my money because paints, they can be pricey. All right, just putting a little bit of wash on this to bring out those highlights on that, the texture of this. But I'm not sure if I did it. I'm not sure if I did it well enough. Maybe I needed a little bit more color in there. Oh, I'm going to write those down right now, just so I have it. Do I have something to write down with? Let's see, you said scales. I've never heard of scale. 75. Yeah, the Reaper. I was watching her Reaper, I don't know, Reaper Miniatures. Monument Hobbies. Well, I have this medium from Citadel, and I feel like I'm just getting crap in it every time I need to get something out of it. Monument Hobbies. I'm writing this down on my board. I assume you can get all of those on Amazon then, right? Okay. Oh, well, that's a good idea, because what I really have been using for like water is this. This is a watercolor thing. Like, that's what, all watercolors use. But I'm not going to stick that in there. It's like way too big. So an eyedropper is a great idea. Okay. All right. I was supposed to go see a movie today. I was gonna go see Jungle Book, because I don't know, really not a great deal of movies out. But I forgot to buy tickets. My week got away from me. Too many things going on. Green Stuff Paints. Army. I've heard of Army Painter. Oh, okay. Okay. Good. I'm going to write that down too. My pencil's crap though. This one's better. Army. I should just get a few of each of them and just Whiz Kids. Let me put a question mark by that one. Good Green Stuff. I've never heard of the Green Stuff paint. I know there's the green stuff like putty. Yeah, okay. Well, you just compare, decide what you like, I guess. Whoop! Where did that water droplet come from? Control my water. Oh, that's the end of her braid. I didn't even notice that before. So many little things that I feel like I'm just missing on this. Like oh, didn't see that little back of the bottle. Need the silver again for back here. Because right now, I'm still kind of a beginner, and I was mentioning earlier I have a crap ton of acrylic paint. Because I've done Turbo Dork. I've done so much painting that I just have so many different kinds of paints around, and I thought, well, I'll just start out with these, and as I go, I'll get some different ones, with each thing that I paint. Crap, I got some. And so I've just gotten a few more each time. But, buying a whole new line of paints in every color, like, that'll kill you. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. You probably get a lot of questions. A lot of new painters hitting you up for, like, your opinions and stuff. I really can't see this little thing. What is, I mean, this is supposed to be like a little skeleton face. But it's not looking much like a skeleton face, in my opinion. What I feel like next I need is like some good colors to do faces. And I've seen, you know, people doing lots of different great things with faces, but I don't feel like I have a good palette for that yet. What am I doing? What really sucks is that I could paint all day long. I really could. I just don't have time. I've got way too many things that I've got going on that I can't do it. It bums me out though. I've been trying to stream after work every day or most days because it's like such a good decompressor for me. But when I've got my kids, it can be difficult too. And so trying to stick to a schedule, trying to be as consistent as possible. Like one day this week, I totally forgot. I'm like, oh, shoot. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Do you just like on your video you'll say like when you're doing that or whatever? It's probably better because sometimes like when I'm, you know, on certain people's when I'm just watching them, sometimes I just feel like I like take over the chat because I'm like just chattering on about all the questions I have because, you know, I don't know. First of all, I'm not shy. And you know, second of all, I feel like that's kind of what they want. I mean, don't you want people to talk to you? Like, it'd be kind of lame if nobody was talking to you. Sometimes I'm in here all by myself, just talking to myself. It's awesome. Hey. Yeah, I am. You can come in though.
Okay. Well, do I still need a vacuum the floor?
What chores do you have today?
Big one.
Well,
Downstairs vacuuming. I need to do that still.
um,
I'm cleaned up a little bit.
well, I just did the kitchen and living room, or kitchen and the dining room. So I would say yes.
Should I use Mr. Kitty?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we need to pick up. What do you think?
Yeah.
She's pretty cute, huh?
Mhm.
Oh, I am over. Anytime that's generic beyond voice, but you may have other times that just yeah.
Do you need yours?
Yes.
I know.
Well, I've got kids to wrestle into doing their chores, so I probably need to head out. I've streamed longer than I was supposed to today. So thank you so much for your help. I am going to check out some of these paints, and I will catch you later. I hope you have a great trip and safe getting back. So I will catch you next time. Have a good day.
Who's that?